$5 difference. That's ice cold. I have no idea.
What's up, MP?
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, George out there with Bailey. And there's Jackson. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it sends the ball in at the small forward. And looking at the Nets, MP out there with Sharp. Then there's Traore. Then there's Demon, and it's Abaji in at the small forward position. So, Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
Back to George. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound, Brooklyn. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Sends the ball, no good. Here's Abaji. In the corner, it's MP. To the middle. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Gets the ball inside and gets it done. Nice work by MP.
Down low, here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, the Jazz have traded away a lot of their veterans. All-star Lauri Markkanen still remains. After a down shooting season a year ago, perhaps he needs to build his value back up around the league before they would consider moving him.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. We appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. For Brooklyn, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Sharp, the pass to MP. Here's Demon from outside the arc. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's Bailey driving the lane. The rebound by Demon. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. To the paint. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Man, among the talented VIPs in attendance, Little Tech is here. Man, I wonder if tonight's game might be a source of lyrical inspiration.
I wouldn't doubt it. Nets fans. No, Lil Tecca can write just about anywhere, from a studio, live event, even on video game party chats.
Boy, nice pass, a little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Jackson's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. Jaren Jackson Jr. was the topic, and coach was impressed by the tape. He said, the more I watch of Jaren, the more I'm convinced he's the best defensive player in the league. He does so much for their team, and we're going to have to be hyper aware of his weak side help tonight. Coach isn't alone on that appraisal. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Pass to Sharp. In the corner, it's MP. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. MP's got 10 points in the game. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
George, three-pointer. Rebound, Brooklyn. This their first chance this season playing the Jazz.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
We're seeing two teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
And here's George. Following the three-pointer by MP. Pass to Bailey. George looking over the floor. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jackson. Oh, and he jams it right over MP. Wow.
And this kid throws down some mean dunks. Jackson showcasing his athleticism on that one.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected King, brought to you by AT&T.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Here's Nurkic. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Kicks it out to MP. Timmon, that's good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
MP has been leading the charge for the Brooklyn Nets, and he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Knocked down 4 from distance in that quarter alone. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Taking a look at the Jazz. John Conchar out there with Williams. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then it's Collier. And it's Mikhailuk in at the shooting guard position.
Exactly where Kessler gets so much of his offensive performance done, right at the cup.
Screen by Claxton. Surratt can't hit. Jazz trail by 5. Mikhailuk passes to Williams. For 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. Here's Mikhailuk, defended by Mann. The kick out to Williams. It's good from long range. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
My goodness, that's just too clean a look. He takes full advantage.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. For the Jazz, Sensabaugh is checked in, and Bailey subbed in for Mikhailuk. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. In the corner, it's MP. Abaji, the pass to MP. Nets passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mann. And the Nets miss again. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. The Nets with the lead. MP passes to Mann. Back to MP. Pass to Mann. Here's Traoré. There's the pick. GA here about 3 levels score. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep 2s as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Love rim protection from Nick Claxton. That is a big-time block.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Brooklyn making some changes. Sharps checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Demon subbed in for Terrence Mann. Then for the Jazz, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Walker Kessler. And Jaren Jackson subbed in for Williams. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Just 2 to shoot. Another miss by Utah.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Pass to Demon. MP with it. Bailey picks him up. Back to MP. Inside. Here's Traore. The shot from 20 feet away. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Now Bailey. The 3 from George. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Traore. Now here's MP. Sharp with this screen on George. And here's MP for 3. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Here's Sensabaugh. His last outing, 16 points for him. Nurkic the pass to Bailey. Over Demon. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
MP strong inside.
Soft floater. You see how MP has really improved his craft.
There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Sensabaugh. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Pass to Abaji. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent.
Here's Sensabaugh. Drops in the tray. Sensabaugh's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this.
Hi, everyone. Let's start things off by checking out the Player of the Month award recipients. In the Western Conference, Nikola Jokic.
For the Joker, last laugh is typically on the opponent. No one has been able to slow him down lately. Also, on and off the court, his leadership has been great for this team.
And getting back to that first half we just saw, guys, what a show MP is putting on.
Carrying the team at the offensive end, MP is the MVP right now.
Yeah, the scoring, the consistency of effort, no quit. When others are just tired, he's just warming up.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
Nets leading by 6. They've got MP. Traore is out there with Demon. Then it's Sharp, and it's Abaji in at the 3. And that's the group for Jordy Fernandez as we begin the second half. George passes to Bailey. On the wing, Jackson. From downtown, Abaji pulls it in.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the fore.
Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Shoots it up. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from George.
Well, just exceptional use of the pick and roll by Keontae George. Allows the play to develop there.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process, seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Nurkic the pass to Bailey. 5 to shoot. The 3 from George. The rebound by the Nets. MP's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the inside.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Jackson gets the bucket.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Pass to Troy. Jackson against MP. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Now Jackson over MP. Missed it. He's now made 6 of 10 from the field. To the paint. Here's Sharp. And the shot is good. Sharp's got 5 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. MP really making a difference here.
Too many open looks from 3. Coach has got to be into them about their perimeter defense.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Einod's checked in. Here's Collier. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Pass to Conchar. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Saraf. Here's Claxton. Good, nice job down low.
If you look at a shot chart of Nick Claxton, it's going to be painted heavy right there.
He lobs it up, and Kessler throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Saraf, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Brooklyn ahead, up by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Williams is out there with John Conchar. Then it's George. Then it's Collier. And it's Kessler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Williams. Pass to Collier. Lets it go. Here's Kessler. Tries again, and he sinks the layup.
Exactly what Kessler does off every miss. Go pursue the basketball and get the opportunity for a second chance.
Here's Wolf. MP outside. Takes a three. The three is pure from MP.
Well, the catch-and-shoot game is definitely in the bag of MP.
Pass to Collier. Here's Kessler. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for the Nets. And a switcher also for Utah. Nurkic is checked in. Pass to Wolf. The three from MP. The shot comes out. Utah trailing here. To tie it up, he lays it in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Man passes to MP. Here's Saraf. The three from MP. Nurkic there for the rebound.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
George! And no good. Had a chance to take the lead right there. MP going in strong. Basket is good.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Jazz have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. So for the Nets, Abaji's checked in, and Demons subbed in for Terrence Mann. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
And Allie, thanks so much.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
MP working it inside.
Well, he might be young, but it's easy to see why they go to MP when they need a big-time bucket.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
Now MP jacks up a three. The shot is off.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. No good from three. Jazz have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far.
And the big man going off in the clutch. Jackson Jr. knew it was do or die time.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Got it.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
Stolen by Jackson, and an intentional foul right there. On offense, here are the Jazz. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter, and stolen by MP.
Really poor pass there, guys, and the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake. The moment not too big for the youngster. MP, big bucket.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nurkic fires. That does not go.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from three.
So they foul intentionally.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it, more than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that should do it. No miracle comeback tonight, but boy, what a game, fellas.
On the wing, MP. Guarded by Jackson. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And so it's Utah with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin,
Thanks, guys. A solid scoring night for you, MP, but not enough to come away with the win. Talk about a tough night.
Real talk, it's frustrating. I was feeling good with my shot, you know? I hoped that would pull us ahead and I could ride that momentum to the finish line. It didn't work out that way, though. So I got to figure something else out. I don't know what that is. I just got to give more.
I'm sure you will, MP. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate you.
Kevin, over to you.
Terrific work as always done.
next, the Nets taking on the Pelicans. For the Nets, the first half of this season was about putting the league on notice. They've sent a clear message that they are not slowing down anytime soon. Pelicans, Nets, coming up next. And now about a third of the way into the season. You think it's too early to talk about awards, Grant?
You know, B.A., it depends on the award, if I'm being honest. MVP and Rookie of the Year, that's way too early. But you can begin to see the guys who are in the running for Most Improved or Sixth Man.
And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. We've got Trey Murphy. Also, DeJounte Murray out there. Yves Missi out there with Sadiq Bey. And it's Makovic in at the 4. From deep, MP. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Quick decision-making by MP. I love how confident he looked taking that shot.
Puts it up from 15. Oh, it's stolen. Back to Murray. To the inside. There's the double team with Porter. Hey, from long range. The rebound by Dimon. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, this summer saw Hall of Famer Joe Dumars put in charge of the Pelicans front office, returning to his home state of Louisiana. He talked about it being the right place, right time, right people in New Orleans. He's looking to ensure it's super organized, classy, and elite organization.
They'll get there. Shams, thank you. The shot's good. MP's got 7.
Oh, my. Powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint.
Here's Murray. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
And here's MP from outside. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Missi. Here's Murray. Back to Missi. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. He talked about how to play defense against DeJounte Murray. Coach said, well, DeJounte has made it no secret he plays better with the ball in his hands. So obviously we want to force him to give it up and act as more of a shooter whenever we can. That's easier said than done, but even if it happens a few times, that can change the game. Brian?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. 5 to shoot. Here's Murray. Brooklyn pulls it in. Their first chance this season playing the Pelicans.
They split the 2 games they played last year. Both teams really struggled to find wins throughout the season.
Both teams struggled to be competitive overall last year, but at least their season series was.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Pass to Bey. Back to Murray. Puts it up from 17, and he gets it to go. Murray's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
MP shot is good.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Here's Makovic, covered by MP. Pass to Murray. From deep. Sharp grabs the miss. And it's Brooklyn ball. They're on an 18-6 run. To the middle. Here's MP. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Here's Makovic. On the wing, Bey. Porter with the steal. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Sharp. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. From deep, MP. Rebounded by New Orleans. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
I'll tell you what, once things started to go downhill, their performance plummeted. It wound up getting pretty ugly.
Well, let's give their opponents some credit for sensing that and putting him away. They were completely dominated.
Long range from the inbound. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets going into the break up 12. And they've got a comfortable lead, in large part due to their three-point shooting. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. Brooklyn ends up going with a new group for New Orleans. And Jordy Fernandez wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So for New Orleans right now, we've got Sadiq Bey, Trey Murphy out there with DeJounte Murray. Then it's Yves Missi, and it's Makovich in at the power forward.
Well, MP has been very aggressive here looking for his own offense, generating great results. Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get two there.
And he banks in the layup. MP's got 25 points.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Outside Murray. Inside. Will it go? And that one's good. Matkovich.
I like that for Murray. I mean, he lets things develop, and then boom, assist.
Pass to Dimon. And here's MP. Three-pointer. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
1:14 left to play in the second quarter. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Murray's shot is good.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
And the basket by MP. MP's got 30.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Murray drives in. Pass to Missi. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a three. And it's Matkovich missing.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
MP finds Sharp. Back to MP. Lays it up and banks it in. That's now 32 points for MP.
Yeah, MP capitalizing on being so close to the hoop.
Outside Murray. Off target on the 15-footer. MP getting it done for Brooklyn. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment.
We'll get to the first half action in just a second, but first, so do you agree with these rankings, big fella?
I rarely agree with them, Ernie. Makes me wonder who's doing these rankings. I think we should check their credentials.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Nets.
Hey, these guys are
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
Michael Porter out there with MP. Then there's Traore, then it's Dimon, and it's Sharp in at the 5. And that's the group for Jordy Fernandez as we begin the second half. And Legs, you think back to a few decades ago, we had some fierce rivalries in this league. What constitutes a rivalry nowadays?
Well, B.A., it's much more difficult to find those long-term heated rivalries like years past, and that's primarily because of the parity and player movement that we have in the league now.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
Brooklyn shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for MP. Murray with it. He's got 10. Pass to Matkovic. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
That's a great understanding by Murray. He saw the defense was set up a certain way, and he got it to the open man quickly.
MP shot is good.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Murray, no good. Brooklyn has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. That one's good for 2. MP's got 42 in the game.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
On the wing, Bay. Back to Murray. Launches a 3. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
A nice shot by MP.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Murray scanning the floor. To end the run. And Trey Murphy hits from deep.
And the shot selection has been great, but the volume isn't where it needs to be.
Legs, talking about Trey Murphy, just how good can he become?
Well, his improvement has really been something to watch, B.A. He's a talented scorer and shooter who also does a great job moving the ball. And the scary thing is he has more room to improve.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for New Orleans. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Bay. The shot misses. Great D that time from Porter. Brooklyn has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. Softly drops in the floater. Porter's got his first 2 points.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
Pass to Bay. No good with a layup. And here are the Nets now. They're on a 17-5 run. The putback. And it's Matkovic with a rebound. New Orleans is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Now Messi. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Outside Murray. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Bay from long range. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 5 rebounds tonight. Porter from outside. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Porter's got 5 points.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Outside Murray. Puts up a 3. And again, New Orleans no good.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Matkovic. On the wing, Murray to end the drought. Drains the triple. He's got 13.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And so it's Brooklyn, showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking down. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the...
New Orleans will go for a different look here. Here's MP. To the paint. Smith outside. Pass to MP. Takes the three. Good! Another from three.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. So for New Orleans right now, we've got Yves Missi. DeJounte Murray is out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's Sadiq Bey. And it's Matkovic in at the 4. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And great passing, so often the thing that separates the good from the great. Who, for your money, Tim, is the best in the association?
Well, what's crazy, B.A., is I think the top of the list belongs to a center. Trey, Nikola Jokic, to me, an all-time talent, still in his prime, and his playmaking ability, unquestionably, the best we have ever seen at the center position.
Never seen any player like him. He's amazing.
Maybe never will either.
Powell, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Good on the second one. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Bey outside. Three-pointer. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists here tonight. Powell outside. Pass to Wolf. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. From deep, MP. And again for 3.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. Murray passes to Bey. Now Murray. Clock at 6. From behind the arc. Missi inside. Working on Claxton. The shot by Missi, no good. Then that's again! What an avalanche!
I mean, just a magnificent showing for him offensively. Buckets coming in rapid succession.
And get this, he's now tied for third most 60-point games in league history. Murray against Powell. Left side Murray. Oh, great D that time from Powell. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. And here's MP from outside. Good! Another from 3.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been. Bey passes to Murray. The shot no good. Oh, great D that time from Powell. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to MP. Lets the 3 fly. Connects again from distance.
He is completely dialed in from deep.
And by the way, with that make, he's now alone in second place for most threes in a game. At this point, you have to go for that top spot, right? Claxton with the block. Here's MP. Plenty of space. Top of the key jumper. No good. So we see the Nets taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Now we send it over to Jennifer Quintana.
An incredible display of shot making and clutch play, MP, as you reach the half-century mark in a win. You look like you are not going to be denied. Was there any extra motivation for you in this one?
My motivation evolves with every game. I didn't come to the arena thinking 50 or bust tonight. I just started getting good looks and cashing them in. And that left my teammates free to focus on other stuff. Winning plays, crashing the boards. That's what I'm happiest about. We just want to win, and we did that tonight.
Well, congratulations again, MP.
Hey, I appreciate you.
BA, over to you.
Thanks, Jennifer. And that'll do it, folks. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. We'll see you later.
Welcome in, everyone. The NBA Cup has reached the knockout stage. Tonight, it's a quarterfinal in the East. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Pascal Siakam.
And you can't get too wrapped up in the numbers, but sure, his rebounding volume has indeed been decreasing. Is that a function of physicality, alterations to playing style? Possibly. One thing for certain, you hope the decline isn't attributed to a lack of effort.
Now let's go to Jennifer Quintana.
So, Coach Ray, how is your team approaching this game knowing that a win sends you to Las Vegas for the semifinals?
Well, we made it clear to our guys that you have to approach a game like any other game while realizing that the crowd and the other team are going to be more intense than usual. But you can't force it. You have to let the game come to you, pick your spots.
Is he telling you that it's just another game again? Listen, don't believe that. Coach was up till 3 a.m. last night.
Oh, is that right, Coach? Were you extra nervous for this one?
Just up late studying the game plan like always.
Okay, I'm going to have to start calling him Coach Cap from now on.
Coach, I know you're a Las Vegas native. Any extra pressure to get back home to see friends and family?
No, it's not about me at all. It's about the team.
Ooh, there he goes, Coach Cap. He wants it. He wants it bad. Look at him.
Okay, he's got a big personality, don't he?
Well, okay, that's putting it mildly. Best of luck to you, Coach, both in the game and dealing with this rascal here. Back to you guys in the studio.
Hey, thanks, Jennifer. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. We've got Walker. Ivica Zubac is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Halliburton. And it's McConnell in at the point. And for Brooklyn, MP out there with Porter. Then there's Traoré. Then it's Sharp, and it's Demon in at the shooting guard. This marks the first game of the NBA Cup knockout round for these two teams. The Eastern Conference wild card on the road against a group winner.
And we've seen the excitement this tournament generates when it gets to this stage. It's a playoff atmosphere. Everyone in the building knows there's a lot on the line.
And here we are in the quarterfinals. MP's very pleased to be here. But he knows the job is not done yet.
Oh, yeah. And MP wants it all. From the start of this competition, he told us he is all in on winning this thing, and he's 3 wins away from reaching that goal.
And here's Halliburton. Following the three-pointer by MP, there's the three. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. And it's Porter with the ball for the Nets. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Jordy Fernandez for a minute. We got to talking about Pascal Siakam. I'll be honest, I love his game, Coach said, but we have to look for ways to stop him. I'm hopeful we can disrupt his rhythm and push him off his spots. So not letting Pascal get what he wants is the game plan here. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And we know this, Clark. Michael Porter Jr. can be explosive offensively.
Yeah, he can put together some high-scoring games for sure, Kevin. He's the kind of guy that I think has still a lot of room to grow in his game.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
Halliburton outside. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Indiana's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Siakam passes to Halliburton. The shot's good on the assist by Siakam. Halliburton's got 5 points so far. Pass to Traoré. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. MP, no good.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
With a 7'3" wingspan and a 33-inch vertical, it's safe to say Siakam is as dangerous a lob threat as there is.
Here's MP. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Sharp finds MP. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence. which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first. MP's shot is good.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Siakam outside. Back to McConnell. Halliburton outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Nets leading by 4. And Clark, how about Indiana's recent run? Making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in back-to-back seasons.
You know, the last time that happened, Kevin, was about a decade ago when Paul George was the man leading the Pacers. Unfortunately, they fell to LeBron's Heat both times. I was courtside for a couple of those matchups. And then last season, advancing to the finals and pushing it all the way to 7 games. The Pacers have a really bright future ahead of them, in my opinion.
And he's such an efficient three-point shooter. Halliburton has an outstanding feel for when to fire from deep.
Lets it go from deep. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now, here's McConnell. 23 points his last outing. Cans it from downtown. Halliburton's got 11 points.
He's trying to carry them back into this game. He's absolutely feeling it this quarter.
Pass to Traore. Now Porter. Here's the three. Bangs home the trifecta.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Halliburton for 3. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Nets lead by 6. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And hope. Group out there on the floor for the Nets. Some changes for Indiana. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. On the court for Indiana. They've got Halliburton. Siakam is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's T.J. McConnell. And it's Walker in at the 3.
MP squeezing all that juice he can get out of that arm. What a night he's had.
And finished off by Siakam.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
Here's McConnell following the bucket by the Nets. Zubac with the screen for Halliburton. From outside, off the mark.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Here's Siakam following the basket by MP. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Pass to Traore. Back to MP. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pacers trail by 11. Now Halliburton. Siakam for 3. And so it's Brooklyn. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action in just a minute.
3 has been their magic number. They are shooting that thing.
Shooting it for real. Hitting those shots opens up everything for them.
And now an opportunity to check out the old social media feed. All right, fellas, we've got a question from... Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
MP out there with Sharp. Then there's Demon. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Toure in at the point guard. And that's the group for Jordy Fernandez as we begin the second half. Now, here's MP. Clark, more so than ever, NBA offenses are putting the ball in the hands of their stars and letting them go to work.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, that's because NBA offense is all about creating space, and usually your star players can do that with a high level of skill, speed, shot making, and playmaking. You can create it with strength as well, playing through a guy like Jokic, Giannis, and Luka.
Now we'll hear from Allie Lepore since she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, guys. Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I kick it ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play. Kevin, back to you.
He spreads it around. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Floats one. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. MP's got 27.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Now, here's McConnell. Still scoreless. Zubats with the screen for Siakam. It's deflected and stolen by Sharp. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Here's Toure. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. And that one's good. MP.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Halliburton outside. McConnell sets a screen for Halliburton. And Walker kicks to Halliburton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Looking to end the run. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And here's McConnell, following the three-pointer by MP. And Zubats picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Indiana making a change here. Neesmith has checked in. The Nets on offense. They've got a 10-0 run going. Tyrese Halliburton really is just a tremendous passer, Clark. He loves setting guys up.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, that's where he's at his most effective and happiest as a player, it seems. He takes great pride and joy in distributing the ball and running the show for his team. And some might even criticize him for being too selfless at times for the ability he has to score the ball himself.
Now, here's Walker. 6 points for him. 1:43 left in the third. And Siakam throws it down.
And with a strong finish, he finally ends that 13-0 run by the Nets.
Sharp, the pass to MP. Here's Demon. Neesmith covering. The three from MP. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
No good from Zubac.
No matter how good you are, it's tough with the defender draped all over you.
Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
McConnell passes to Walker. Down low, here's Siakam.
If you do not keep Siakam out of the paint, he'll make you pay.
And here are the Nets. They're on a 16-4 run right now. And here's MP for three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now, here's McConnell. Nothing on the board. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are two loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Good! Another from three.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. Pass to Siakam. With 4 seconds on the clock, and he lays it up and in. Siakam's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
MP has been leading the charge for Brooklyn. A sensational night for him continues as he cranks his three-point made total even higher on what has been a historic night for him. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down there. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And stolen by Siakam. And a wide open look for Walker. Off target from outside.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
McConnell in the corner. The three. MP grabs the miss. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. To the middle. Here's Claxton. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
MP doing a nice job orchestrating the offense. Excellent find.
Indiana's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Abaji's checked in, and it's Powell in for Smith. Well, Clark, with the game becoming more global, some are saying the NBA should adopt some FIBA rules to more closely. And again for three.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Pass to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Boy, Siakam has been in attack mode, and it's paying off nicely for this offense.
MP passes to Abaji. Back to MP. Offline with his three. And Indiana shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Brooklyn.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
Still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots.
Yet another bucket.
He's at 50 again. He's done this a few times this year.
This has become old hat. He's tied for the 4th most 50-point games in a single season.
And this is his 9th 50-piece, tying the great Wilt Chamberlain. Kobe's 10 is next up at 3.
That's good from Halliburton.
You know, we've seen Halliburton be elite for stretches in his career. Not at that level every night, but he's working on being more consistent, and I don't think it's far off from him.
And the Nets making a change here. Timeouts checked in. Halliburton hits them both. We've got 33 seconds left in the game. In the corner, it's MP. Off target from 3-point range. So it's the Pacers now. Right side to Walker. It's good.
And Walker with the size and strength to straight up move you out of his way.
In the corner, it's MP. Good! Another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for 2nd for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And they move on to the NBA Cup semifinal. These guys are firing on all cylinders.
And really doing their best to represent the Eastern Conference. This is a proud organization, and they have played with great pride.
Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
Thanks, guys. A $50 and a win, and I already know you'll say one doesn't mean much without the other. You really mean it, though? Isn't that what players have to say? What's the danger in admitting what anybody who's played at any level knows to be true? Scoring is fun.
Nah, you trying to get me in trouble, Dominic.
Hey, I'm just asking questions.
I mean, yeah, it's fun, but I can get buckets on my own in my driveway. You play on a team because you want to achieve something greater than personal glory, you know? Don't get me wrong, I want the personal glory too, but winning as a team is the entire point.
Understood. Thanks for your time, MP.
Thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Alan LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And we'll see you next time.
Hey, it's simple. We talked about what we wanted to do, and we went out there and did it. Okay? And that's what I'm talking about. That's the way you close out a game. But there's someone here who put those pieces into place, and he doesn't usually get a lot of credit for it. You know? I know this win means probably just as much, if not more, to him than it does to any one of us. Because he's ready to go back to Vegas and lift that cup up. And guess what? We're about to make that happen for him. So tonight's game ball goes to the pride of Jackson High School, Coach Ray. Give it up, y'all. Hey, I'm sure I speak for everybody here when I say we love you, Coach. And we all can't wait until you have us over at your place for dinner in Vegas. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Let's celebrate Coach. You deserve it. Good game, MP.